Welcome to the Streams with Selena channel. I'm Anna. Thank you for your likes, comments, subscriptions, help, and support. A huge thank you to you from the channel, my dears. Today, we have a reading about what you will be good at, what will come easily to you. We are turning to the energy information field, to the higher powers. There is always something or someone above us. Even non-believers always have something above us. Something that we cannot overcome. The sun spins, the earth spins, gravity, but there is always something above us. So, when it comes to energies that are above us, where we can't do anything, how will they help us? That's what they have blessed us with. So these very energies will be helping us. They gave us a blessing. Above us, well, how should I put it? Our Heavenly Father for believers. Well, for those who, let's say, don't believe, it's more like energies. Like, the weather will match up, the conditions will match, something higher will align. Those above will issue, I don't know, some kind of laws. Someone from the authorities will say something, maybe some president. Some higher powers. What blessings will they give us?
Blaga.
Energy benefits. What will you be good at? This works for everyone. For believers, for non-believers. In general, a simple truth works. Ignorance of the laws of nature or the universe doesn't free you from responsibility. It's exactly the same here as it is on Earth. Here among people, ignorance of human laws also doesn't free you from responsibility. So it still happens to us. Whether you know it or not, whether you stomp your feet or not, it doesn't matter. But here we're talking about positive karma. Positive, good karma. So what are all your resources for? Let's take a look at you. Let's take a look based on the question. Well, look, when Rollock asks a question, some kind of image is already being formed in the energetic and informational field. In this case, I will read this image using the arcana symbols, which will show you exactly this, and the essence will be revealed, what you are being thanked for. So, it won't show your whole life here, but some moments from your life will probably come up, in which you may recognize yourself or not. Let's put it that way. Of course, it's better if you recognize yourself, then you'll understand what it's about, and you can keep watching. So, you are being shown as the Page of Earth. Diligent, prepared, energetic. That's what the card itself is called. Do you have something, maybe some papers or documents? You have knowledge, and you really value this knowledge. You have prepared for something. In general, you are ready for something. Then, the Page of Pentacles card often shows that you have some responsibilities. Well, we all have responsibilities that we simply can't survive without. Well, some basic responsibility for your body, like brushing your teeth, cleaning up at home, right? But here it's something more serious. Earning money, after all, it's Pentacles. Earning money, paying for your phone, paying for your apartment, finishing your studies. This is the card of a student. Maybe learn something for the future. This is important for you. And the card already shows that you are really prepared. You have knowledge, and you have some documents. Look, in general, you are shown as a very good student. I'm asking about you, right? So energetic. Next, the Queen of Air comes up. We're also asking about you. Radiant, experienced, with a sense of humor. Queens of Air, of course, give us. Here are Pentacles, here is a Swords card. A little bit of toughness. Maybe this is simply about your career, or something business-related. You have important matters that you have prepared for. You're not doing this for nothing, right? You're being responsible, smiling. So how is it? Here, if the Queen of Cups is smiling, for example, everyone can see that warmth. That warmth. You're probably just keeping a straight face here. Maybe it just shows more professionalism here. Well, most often it's about your profession. Or maybe you're dealing with some matters, right? And you behave very politely, even joke around. But everyone understands that, well, it's kind of a social thing. We all wear social masks. It's better that way, sort of. Or you're busy with some things that you've prepared for. Experience. You see, in these things you have experience. And you just have to keep your focus on something all the time. Keep that focus in mind. And at the same time, well, you even wear a social mask at home. Probably so you don't look gloomy. You even joke. Well, in any case, look, radiance is light. So what is God? Light. We tell our children, look, it could also just be showing a child next to you here. There are children or students, or, for example, someone younger than you. And, light. Well, every day we give our children, and the people around us, divine energy. You know, as they say, a person shines with a smile. Well, that's human. That's how the divine part is manifested in a person. That's why people say, a radiant person. Oh, they shine. This one is always shining, a radiant smile. It's pleasant to approach such a professional, especially if you're dealing with some business matters here. Yes. Well, you don't have to. At work, at home, paying for something, buying something, I don't know, talking about some papers, you're really prepared. And you have a smile. It's so pleasant to talk to you, even though there's no talk of love or anything like that. There's no baby talk at all. But at the same time, everyone can see that you are a soulful, well, a radiant person. There's no other way to put it, yes. For example, if you're at work. Well, I don't know. Let's say you're a manager. It's pleasant to approach you. You are a well-prepared, experienced person. If you're somewhere outside, or, well, you're running errands, you smile and even make a joke. And you do it in such a nice, proper way. It's pleasant and not offensive, yes. That's how you are shown. And at the same time, here you have experience. Look, preparation, experience. As if you are really very experienced and well prepared. So, you were preparing for something, you are ready for something. Let me put it this way, you are ready for something. The Queen of Swords also says that you want to get rid of something you don't like. It's always like that with the Queen of Swords. But at the same time, it turns out there's no anxiety. You are ready for something. Well, at the very least, you're ready for a challenge and determined to achieve something. You're ready for some kind of challenge. Well, if, for example, it's a professional challenge, look, with your experience. Well, for example, I don't know. If you work, if you're looking for something, maybe, although this card doesn't say that at all, but just in case. That is, in the job market, you respond very clearly, and everyone comes to you. Or you get hired, you get chosen. So your experience outweighs everything, knowledge, experience, and something else. You need to maintain your reputation, always being prepared. If it's just some kind of business activity of yours, again, we all have things to do, even those who don't work and stay at home. You do it with persistence. Well, then maybe it's about being argumentative. It could be arguments or controversial issues. For example, you know your goal. Look, a person is still ready to win. They tell him this. But you don't argue with anyone. The card says you are well prepared. They tell you something, but you don't have it. I have it, and even more. I have this and that, and a whole lot more. So let's say, as if, in general. So you are prepared for something, even at home, let's say. You're at home, as a mom, sitting with your kids. You are a prepared person. You have a food supply at home. Let's say suddenly guests arrive. Your medicine cabinet is fully stocked, in case someone gets a runny nose. Just in case, you've bought diapers or spare pants if your son tears his. You see, you are prepared. If you live alone, you have everything prepared in advance. Basically, it's like you've covered your bases. At work, it's the same story, as if you've already thought through all the answers ahead of time. It's like you have all the papers ready. As soon as someone opens their mouth, you're like, Here it is. And you even throw in a joke and smile. And you're like, and the other side is like, ha! There's nothing to counter it with. The card has already been beaten. Yeah, that's pretty much how it sounds. Well, you could say it's lively. Life can throw some kind of challenge at you. Well, I don't know. Bad weather. Oh, I have an umbrella. Well, it's unpleasant. Yeah, but I have an umbrella. It's not even worth thinking about anymore. To achieve some kind of goal, it's like you can take on several things at once. Yeah, like buying tickets if you need to, grabbing an umbrella. To some challenges. Like I need to reach this goal, but there might be all sorts of challenges along the way. They're different, like forces that come from other people, someone above us, like a boss asking a question or something else, or even the weather, nature. So basically, you're ready for challenges here. 7 of water. There are always thoughts and dreams spinning in your head at the same time. This card always shows that you may be seeing things through rose-colored glasses, with hope. Here, hope is born that suddenly everything will turn out in the best possible way. So, most likely, you have thought it through. Almost 7 options. Well, that's why I say 7, because of the 7. Almost 7 possible ways events could unfold in the future. Sometimes it's kind of like a dream. It could be like I did it this way, prepared. Yeah, like how I'll go there. It could turn out like this, or like this, or like this. And really, in life, you constantly face some challenges here. That's why you reconsider your options. Look, here is a person. They reconsider, and then choose an option. Okay, let's go this way now. I've already prepared for this path, yeah. We take this option, put those wishes away. What will make us happy is there. Well, but this is still a dream, kind of. And then, when some sort of challenge comes up, you're already prepared. That's exactly what the cards are saying. You take one of the options and say, I'll do it this way. And that's what it's called, making a choice, and constantly reanalyzing. And some options seem to be postponed for later. It'll come in handy later. It'll come in handy later, just in case something happens again. And I have a backup plan. That's basically how it goes. But the 7 of Cups also speaks of a certain illusion. Well, because we all kind of imagine what the answer will be. For example, my goal is to go and get a job, let's say. I'm just giving an example because the card that came up is more about career. I have all the documents. I have everything. I'm a super experienced person. But what if, suddenly the person who's hiring, the one sitting there, hiring employees. So, here you can think about how you would answer. It's like some kind of visualization happening. You visualize it as a sort of video in your head, a movie. That's why it's called an illusion. Movies are also an illusion, but we all love them so much. And they really help us. Right now, you're also watching a movie. Right? And it's helping us again with what? To reanalyze your situation and choose something. Do you understand what's going on? Self-analysis is happening. Analyzing your own life is happening. So, on the one hand, you have logic. It happens logically. It's bad when it just happens for no reason. I want something, but I don't do anything. Not ready for anything at all, just imagining how things could be. No, you're actually ready to do something. If suddenly there's a challenge, fate, or someone goes against me, or fate, something will happen, nature, the weather. Give me one more card, some kind of progress. Always with partners. Here it could just be a partner. For some of you, it's a husband or a man. Masculine energy came up here. Or it's work, business and work. For me, with this card, it's mostly business and work. If you don't have any partners, then it's about planning progress between the past and the future. Here I have the past. I'm holding on to it tightly, and I have no intention of losing it or letting anything go. I'm not planning to leave it, but I am planning progress. Generosity.
Uh,
If there are partners, then it's give and take. If your partners challenge you and say no, you will respond in harmony just the same. You are ready to say no, ready to say yes. If it's just your own thing, you can tell yourself no, like, let's not spend money here. And this card is basically about that. This is what it really says. You are ready to do it. You're not just dreaming about it. You can even tell yourself, no, these are your dreams. This is also a card of dreams. They really can come true. This card really does make dreams come true. Simply put, right now we're looking at your energies. If this card and the Queen of Swords weren't here, then the person would just be sitting and dreaming. Without any intellectual aspects. Just illusions, that's it, I'm dreaming. That's all. But this is about material things. This is a person who knows how to control their desires. This can be said about you. It's not desires, wants, dreams, or illusions that control me. I'm the one who controls them. That is, I can say, no, that's just an illusion. Well, for example, I really want, I don't know, something simple, to eat something that is actually bad for me. It's an illusion. Well, it's cool. It's beautiful. I can imagine that it doesn't harm me, right? But no, it's an illusion. I've reconsidered the illusion. I can just tell myself, no, I shouldn't do that. Or, for example, I want to spend money. I really want to, I know, a necklace. I imagine myself marrying Prince Olsky and living in Buckingham Palace. Well, that's going a bit far, of course. But in reality, I see that it harms me, my finances, and I tell myself I'm investing in reality. Reality, earthly reality. That's why your dreams can really come true. It's like you're actually ready for reality. To say no to yourself in time, or to people who are too lost in dreams, living in illusions, offering you something illusory, maybe something that doesn't fit your reality, because everyone has a different reality. You have your own reality, and some things in it you don't like. Even though you are such a radiant, pleasant person in general, there are still things you don't like. Can't we like everything? Every day, there is something we don't like, so that we can fix it. For example, summer and the heat come from higher powers. We can't just turn it into winter, right? We buy an air conditioner, go to work, earn money, and save it for a while. Maybe we spend one summer suffering from sweat, from the heat, from mosquitoes. I don't know, yeah, from flies coming in through open windows. But the next year, what do we have? An air conditioner. We live in a good reality, where we created this by telling ourselves no at some point. I'm just giving an example. Modesty. Yet at the same time, you have some very extravagant thoughts. You really keep controlling something inside yourself all the time, I think, making some kind of choice and being ready, but at the same time you behave modestly. It's nice. People don't even know how your mind works. Your mind really works, honestly. Challenge, determination, perseverance. Oh, it's all cards from the Suit of Pentacles coming up, do you notice? Earth cards. You're investing in something right now and constantly evaluating and showing patience. You're waiting for something, you're ready for something, and you're waiting for something. Well, here a tree is literally growing. Maybe someone is waiting for something to grow someday. Well, it's like planting season, but it's mostly pentacles. I have a feeling that yes, you've invested your time or even your life into something, because we do sell our lifetime. Well, for example, when we take clients, we sell an hour, 2, 3, 4 hours of our life. When we go to the boss, we sell our experience and our lifetime. We say, listen, I have this experience. How much will you pay? And we're ready to endure it, to force ourselves to go to work. Some people have investments. Yes. Maybe someone put their money into deposits. Yes. made a deposit for a year or two, and we endure. Or maybe someone had a dip. Well, because here, look, under these challenges. Maybe you invested somewhere I don't know, in some currency, euro, dollar, and it dropped in value. Or maybe cryptocurrency, boom, and it crashed. Because there's an economic crisis all over the world. And also, well, this, how should I say, energy crisis, which could get even worse later. Well, I'm getting carried away, girls. Well, for someone, why am I getting carried away? That's just how the information came to me. Maybe someone else has something more serious, something bigger, really, depending on the economic and energy crisis, which later, in about a year, yes, could lead to a serious collapse. Basically, here you're investing, reconsidering two cards, putting something off for later, showing patience, and waiting to get closer to some goal. Maybe you're waiting for some kind of trip. Look, here's the dream. You're really working towards some dream, some idea, some plan. But it's like it can't be a clear goal, because it depends on something. I think this card here is talking about circumstances. Well, it's like I'm ready for any circumstances, but who knows what will happen next? Yes, and this can point to partners, especially men. Because it's between them, right? It's like I'm ready. I would say that there really is a goal here, but the goal is there. You know? It's like you're so realistic that you tell yourself, I am the goal. Yes, I can think of a million ways to be cautious. Who knows how it will turn out? I'm waiting for a certain time to come. For some of you, this may be connected. And then there's this card, the goal. It's really the goal, after all, the goal. Here, you could say you're sharing your vision, discussing it with someone, probably just wanting to know what people think about it, in case there's something you haven't considered. All right, let's draw one more card and see. They're showing us some kind of story about you. And you are a very, very prepared person. Subtitles by Dimitorzak. Seriously, you tell me, I just don't know. Yes, there is something above me. There is something higher than me. Circumstances. Different situations that I, as a small person, cannot overcome. But on my part, I did, well, literally everything. And if something happens and goes wrong, I won't care. I'm not ashamed in front of myself. I'm not ashamed in front of my partners. Because it's not my fault. It's beyond our control. It's something that's happening above all of us. For something, for myself, for others, for work, maybe, like you do for your clients. I did everything. But if, I don't know, some bank collapses, or the internet gets cut off, or they block something, well, I don't know. Or if gas runs out everywhere, at all the gas stations. We have that now. Well, I mean, not in every country, but there really is a crisis.
Вот.
I've done everything. Maybe I won't be able to go. There will be tickets. I dream about it. I'm prepared. At this moment, I have everything I need. Yes. But maybe the ticket will be insanely expensive. I don't know. Well, we agreed on something. Yes. Maybe for work or some business matters. Who knows with this crisis what Trump will do next? Well, I mean, I'm just speaking figuratively. Let's put one more card here. Yes. Oh! The first card came out reversed. The Five of Air. So you're saying, I've calculated everything. I've racked my brains over it. In general, but on my end, it's perfect. Well, as much as I can. As much as I know. I mean, I'm not... Basically, it's not my fault, right? There's something higher at play here. You know how, in contracts, they include force majeure circumstances, things beyond control. They say if something happens, no one can overcome it, only God himself. And right now we're asking whether it's God or higher powers. Whatever will work out for your benefit. Maybe they'll pass some law, cancel something, Or maybe God will send you some energy, something like that. Let's just ask what it is, and then we'll look into it more if we need to. Thank you. So the question is, what will you be blessed with? What will you have the energy for? What have the higher powers blessed you with? Like parents, those who are above us. Who knows? This will come easier and more naturally to you. You will be happy about it. You could also say, this is what will bring you joy. Thank you. It's of a magical nature, but it's magical even in everyday life, because you will connect with knowledge above and below, meaning from above and below. You will receive knowledge about material things, like finances, health, some investments, and you will also receive higher knowledge from above. They will be very important for you. Some knowledge will come to you unexpectedly. In general, there are two areas of life here. And your ancestors will pass this knowledge on to you, meaning you'll feel a gentle breeze from your ancestors. This is help from some ancestors. Well, for some people, magical knowledge will come to them directly. But if you know that there were people in your family who possessed some spiritual knowledge, magical knowledge, because these are two different areas. I know for sure that your ancestors, someone was religious. Well, I don't know. Maybe someone was a believer. We're all different, right? With different faiths. There is one God, but many teachings about God. Different languages, different names for God. People call him differently. But God is one. He is the only one, right? That's why people say, knowledge. So, a certain teaching may come. We all teach it differently, but we talk about the same thing in different languages. We call the teaching about God differently, but he is one. Here, some kind of spiritual people will come. They will inspire you, give you some knowledge, and you will even receive some knowledge about money. Well, you see, the 2 and the 8 are karmic knowledge from karmic people. So karmic people are your ancestors. Who are you connected to according to the records? At some point, it was recorded in the birth records like, this Vanya was born, or maybe Pyotr, or Yekaterina, the daughter of someone. So by some laws, human law, that's karma, human karma. Yes, some actions were taken. They still affect you, right? It affects you that your grandmother or great-grandmother was born, doesn't it? If she hadn't been born, you wouldn't be here. That's karmic. There are happy events, and there are not so happy events, right? But here, we're just asking a question. What would make you happy? What kind of knowledge would make you happy? And your ancestors will help you gain this knowledge. They will support you. In general, knowledge will come right to you. These insights will appear on TV, on the internet, and it will be right in front of your eyes. Other people will whisper things in your ears, but here it's a magical breeze. You will feel it, and it will be something important, something significant for the long term. There's no other way to put it. So what will happen? Well, you see, there's also magic here. Sometimes we won't even realize that this will be useful for us in the long run. Maybe some story will come up, some knowledge about finances, spirituality, rituals, even magic might come up. Maybe you'll learn about some kind of magical ritual. By the way, ritual practice in magic is basically the same as church ritual practice. Or it doesn't matter which one you belong to. Yes, maybe you're a Buddhist. Yes, there are rituals there too. Rituals. In any kind of ritual practice, whether it's magic or religious ritual, we're just appealing to different forces, but God is one. You see, that's the thing.
Вот.
Thank you. Maybe a ritual will come that will help you or your children later. Well, that's karma. Good karma from here. That will make you happy. And it could be, like I said, your grandmother or great grandmother was born, and it still affects you, you know? Or they got married somewhere, like your great grandmothers with their children. Now they're already gone, right? But they're still blowing it your way, you see. They know this will be useful for you. And for happiness, they even bless you. Maybe you'll hear some information, something somewhere, that will really have a long-term impact. And it's also somehow connected with your ancestors. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if it's for about 10 years. The 2, the 8, the 10 come up, yes. The 10 of liberation. And secret knowledge might help you on this new path. You have to figure them out yourself, because it's karma. And your actions based on this knowledge will make you happy, meaning these actions will lead to happy karma, to good karma. And in general, they will somehow help you maintain a balance between the spiritual and the earthly. Let's ask a question with this deck. What is this knowledge coming to you for? For your prosperity, satisfaction, and some kind of celebration. You will be celebrating something. But the Four of Wands is usually, well, also kind of a work-related card, mostly. This is where, by interacting with other people, we receive the Horn of Plenty. Or, for example, if it's not work or financial, it's when we celebrate something within our four walls. The birth of a child, a holiday. They propose marriage to us, by the way. In this card, men are proposing to us. This is also a kind of masculine fiery energy, yes, whether it's fiery or work-related. You'll be collaborating with others, like in the past when people would garden, plant seeds, and harvest as a group. Or everyone lives together at home. You tell your daughter, you clean this up. You tell your husband, take out the trash, and I'll peel the potatoes. So, everyone together, bam. And it's done. Then they sit and are all happy, watching TV and eating, I don't know, fried potatoes. Yeah, since you're peeling them, I'm just joking, that's all. Well, it's the same story at work. Everyone does their own part, but everyone benefits. And if just one person hadn't contributed, it would have been harder. It's a celebration, yeah, but one person would get tired doing it all alone. One person can do it alone, but will get tired. That's great. It's like something done together. In this card, guests come to visit us to celebrate something. We go visit someone too. Or we have some kind of celebration at the office. We're being rewarded, given bonuses. Well, or we can pool together. One person earns something at work, another earns something too. Well, each gives their share. He contributes his own stability. He invested in it, worked for it, and we could have chipped in and celebrated together. Or together. Me, my wife, him, his wife. We pooled our work money and bought something together, I don't know, like a food processor. Thank you. I wouldn't say that there's anything really, well, you know, but working together, putting our hands together, that helps. Maybe even do some repairs, yes, you know, doing something within these four walls. Maybe some kind of apartment for rent. Four walls where something is always changing. I invested my money, and clients are always coming there for short stays. And there's also a management company that takes care of everything, hires people for cleaning and repairs, and together we share the income. Everyone enjoys it. Basically, everyone enjoys it, each in their own way. By the way, yes, this could also be real estate for rent, if you're a landlord, of course. Maybe you'll gain some knowledge, but you know, don't be surprised if it happens in 2 years, or 8 years from now, or over some period of time. Some things will come, like you'll have a great harvest and joy in life. Or maybe you had a fruitful relationship with someone. Well, let's draw one more card. Right here. Because it's an interesting card, a karmic one came up. Knowledge will come to you easily. And we also have Uranus moving. Sit down. Uranus had a hard time in Taurus, but it's so active and it's hard there. Well, as you can imagine, Taurus is Earth, and Uranus needs to turn around to act quickly. Thank you. Okay, we put one more card here. What will this knowledge give you? A stairway to heaven, speed. With this knowledge, you'll be able to achieve something faster, more actively, go somewhere, and accomplish several tasks at once. Maybe this knowledge will come. Maybe it's something like a card about the internet, communication at a distance. Maybe some technologies will come. Or maybe some kind of speed will come. For example, this knowledge could be about how to achieve something faster through technology, or how to accomplish many tasks at once. Maybe some internet applications are coming, or some means of transportation. Well, in any case, it's about growing. It's a stairway to the sky, to grow, to become higher, to reach some new level. In knowledge and experience, and to earn more, for example. Well, it's not for nothing that they showed you as an experienced and prepared person right now. And maybe here this knowledge is taken to an even higher level. Or maybe you can also work online, or handle several tasks at once. Well, that's the kind of story it is. Well, let's ask further. What have the higher powers blessed you with? Healing. Well, not exactly. It can indirectly refer to health, but it speaks about healing. Look, it comes up under a card where you seem to be calmly in your comfort zone, maybe within the four walls of your home, the Four of Pentacles, or it's some kind of safety net. And here, some kind of healing can happen. And yes, it can loosely point to health. But in this deck, there is a different card for health. This can either heal your sense of security or heal your home. Well, with this card, yes. It's like there's something I don't like, even though I'm calm, thoughtful, and prepared. Usually, you don't air your arguments in public. You don't talk about it with many people, although here there is some discussion. But probably not about this area. Well, or only with those who are welcome in your home. Because here, you see, there's a lock right on the house. Usually it's only discussed with those you feel comfortable with. You know what else I can say? You feel a little uncomfortable when guests come over, like a crowd of people. It's just that your mind has started working differently. Or it wears you out. You get tired.
Yeah.
In general, I'll say it like this. It's as if your energy burns out faster, as if you need to spend more time alone at home. That's the kind of story I'm getting. And you're being given, maybe some annoying people will be removed as well. Very deep. Also, look, this card has a 2 and a 9. It can metaphorically represent both the secret priestess and the hermit. And both of these characters, they are very deep. Well, the priestess, she is very deep. Her psyche works on a deep level. It's as if you can see why your energy burns out quickly. There are introverts and there are extroverts. It's different. These cognitive abilities work differently. Yes, the nervous system works differently. It's like when you interact directly with a lot of people, your system reads things on a deeper level. You know, it's working at its limit, and it feels like you're being drained, like you're being vampirized. That's the kind of feeling you might get. And you get tired. The card doesn't say that you don't interact with people, but it's like you get more tired. Your psyche works differently. and it recovers. The coolest thing is that you recover on your own when you're at home, closed off, in comfort. It's like you don't need to scan people's psyches. Look, for example, when you have 10 people in your house, let's say 2 people is comfortable for you, or, okay, maybe it's a holiday, and 9 people is comfortable, but not more than that. Or for work, I go out somewhere on business. I spend time in crowded places, but I feel like I get tired, and then I need to rest at home. So, if more people come to your house, well, at work or for business matters, you're fine. But if there are even more people in your home, it's too much for you. If there are more than 10, more than 11 people, it's like you start scanning everyone, and your mind doesn't get any rest. It's like you can see, for example, when tension is building between people. If 2 people are standing together, you know they're lying to each other. Other people don't notice it at all. But you see it. It's like your mind can see deep underlying processes. You're on some different level, like a high priestess, a sage, or a hermit. It's like you can see the underlying reason why, damn, these 2 people even came to you in the first place. They can be good or not so good, yes. You know, it might annoy you if someone takes your place. It's like you can see tension building up somewhere, or someone wants something from you, but they don't even understand themselves what they want, or why they came to you, or even why they brought you a gift. Do you understand what I mean? Even if someone brings something, well, you scan them. Someone brought it with good intentions. Yes, a friend brought it from the bottom of her heart. You just keep scanning. And it's fine when she's alone. It's easy and comfortable for you. But when there's a crowd, it's like you're scanning things you really don't need to. It's like you're at the limit of your abilities. It's like you have some kind of special quality. Like a priestess. As if you're not supposed to have a crowd of people come to you right away. Do you understand? That's why you just wear yourself out a lot. As if you're at the limit of your abilities. Deep processes are at work. Not everyone has them. For most people, they only scan the surface, yes. Oh, the clothes are beautiful. Wow, that's tasty. And that's why there's this urge. Let's have some fun. Let's laugh at something. Tell some jokes. And it's like, that gets them going. But for you see deeper. You get tired because you see things you shouldn't. It's like you've reached a new level. And here, you've also been blessed by higher powers. When it comes to interacting with a small number of people, everything will work out for you on a very deep level. No more than 2 or 9. 2 is actually perfect. It's like you have a lot of energy and you can see right through everything. You can heal and help these people, whether with words or actions. And even with money. But if you're thrown into a crowd, well, you feel it yourself. It's like you won't have enough energy, or as if your energy will be drained from you. And people, even without realizing it, will end up draining you. That's the thing. That's what you've been blessed with. At the same time, it's also a hint as to why this strange thing is happening. Maybe before, let's say, you used to feel comfortable, I don't know, at some parties or clubs. Yeah, you used to go to clubs or something. I don't know, karaoke, singing. And there was a whole crowd, like a wedding party. But now it's like, well, for work or business, yeah, you can be there for a short time, but then suddenly you need to be at home and rest. For a short time, yes. Well, look, you see, it's like something is irritating you. Although at the same time, you're smiling. Well, it's like your brain, your cognitive abilities seem to work differently. You have 2 kinds of energies activated. You can heal yourself when you interact with small groups of people, and you can also heal others and help small groups of people much better, more effectively, and with higher quality. And the higher powers have blessed you for this. And if you feel this and act accordingly, then your energy. You will heal your energy, you will heal your finances, you will heal your home, without wasting it for nothing. Because sometimes you might feel ashamed. Am I like this? Like a sociopath or something? I've started getting tired of being around people. No, you're just working on different levels now. And we're all different anyway. So, you've moved to some new level, and higher powers are just telling you, work at this level. You'll help. This healing energy is being given to you. The energy of healing. What? And safety nets, finances, apartment issues. And the things that trigger you make you angry about something. You seem to be trying to smile, and you'll have enough for work, for your profession. But if you work by these rules, you'll get it. I wanted to do it faster, but as always for me, it ends up somewhere deep inside. Again, what is this? Healing energy is given to you so that you have self-control and restraint, and so that you can make compromises. That was your guardian angel talking to you just now, who is healing you right now. And he just said, you have these energies activated right now, and you need to approach this wisely and find a balance between them. Depth, you need to dig into yourself. Be with only a few people. And that's harmonious. And don't even think about locking the door if you have to turn someone down. This is your energy. You owe it to yourself as well. Otherwise, you won't be able to help some close people or colleagues at work. Yes, to yourself too. Maintain your balance. I'm with you and protecting you. Your relatives and ancestral line have passed something on, and here it was, passed on directly by a guardian angel, and everything will work out for you. Where to? Here. What have the higher powers blessed you with? Energy. The energy of change. Look, you invest yourself somewhere. You reevaluate things. You hold on to patience. You're ready for some challenges. This is where the energy will go. The energy of change. And again, I repeat, this is the 13th card in the major arcana. It changes. Determination, yes. You also need to have it here. But energy will come into play here. Look, here a person invests in growth and grows. Invests in growth and doesn't grow at all. Here, something will start to grow. But it will start to grow. It has already started to grow. Look, just to give an example, like with plants or a vegetable garden, both the tomatoes will start to grow, and at the same time, the weeds will start to grow too. So you need to decisively weed out the weeds, water somewhere, take care of the tomatoes, and preserve their growth somehow. Growth will happen somewhere.
Ну где?
You wait for challenges and show some patience. No. The card says, it's the gods helping you. Well, there are different gods here. There are gods on Earth. Maybe they will actively start buying some stocks, and your stocks will go up. The demand will increase, or the demand for your services will increase. Yes. And you'll suddenly find a job, but then you'll have to make a decision quickly, because someone else might take that spot. Yes. And you'll need to start working right away. Or, for example, let's say you suddenly get some dividends from somewhere. You have to grab them and invest them somewhere. And you'll see, in general, that something is starting to grow somewhere. Some changes are happening. You might have to rush somewhere suddenly. That's it. And you'll be filled with this energy, and it will shine. Basically, you'll see that some kind of glow has appeared. Actually, the gods are telling you, well, the gods, I don't even know. Why are there gods here? You're kind of ready for some challenges here. Maybe you're ready to rush off somewhere. Gods! It's all about energy. Well, it's the energy of death and change. Some kind of radiance. Maybe, just maybe, someone is taking care of someone. It's very hard to take care of a relative. But that's the only thing. A seriously ill person. Then the transition will be easy. Radiance, shine, joy. Well, in general, the soul will depart very easily. Well, let's put it this way. Only for this card, because it's hard work. Constant challenges. Something is always happening. In general, why is this given to you? Let's open it like this. For the Empress, for creation, for abundance, and for action. Because there will be some growth. Mother Earth came up. And for those whose mother is very ill, maybe their mother will pass away. Well, she is very sick and suffering. That's the only way it will work. Don't even consider any other thoughts. Because maybe, on the contrary, the mother may recover instead. By the way, because this energy is being given to you, you're being given the energy to move to a new level. For you, that means creation, abundance, and taking action, action, action. What for? So that, well, Mother Earth bears fruit. You will reap the fruits later. As I said, they will start growing. It's just that in the gardens, everything will grow together. All of it will start to grow. Why? So that in 9 months, abundance will be born. At work, maybe some dividends will finally start coming in. Children, well, offspring, fruits. So, what is it? Seeds. Children are also our seeds. Your children may grow up, and you will need to take action. If you have small children, you will need to take action. What kind of action? Buying clothes. Excuse me. But for what? So that later these children will be grateful to you and give you the fruits of abundance. To their mother, yes. So that later they would buy something when their mother needs care. That's it.
What?
For resources. So, in general, a mother gets into a resourceful state. Well, maybe mom will get better. Resources, improvement will start, yes. Maybe some information will come, and you'll buy, I don't know, good medicine, or, I don't know, a walker, or maybe you'll be able to get surgery. In general, your focus is on earthly matters. Mother Earth and the Empress are all about earthly matters. This is for the abundance of earthly life, for peace, for delegating authority. It will grow. You'll rise somehow. This is about growing in status. Your status will increase. Respect. But you need to do something for that. Your status at work may increase. And you need to do something for that. It will grow. Do you understand? Your status at work, and you need to hustle for that. Because everything will grow at once. Everything at once. Come on.
Ну-ка.
Let's do it. I want one more card for the Empress. Moving forward, once again. Remember, I don't mean anything bad. There's a blessing here. Good things are coming your way. Liberation. Hope and moving forward. Changes. Someone will have a trip. Okay. What were you blessed with? Okay. Oh my God. I wanted to take another deck. Just a moment. Hold on. The cards didn't flip over. What were you blessed with? By the higher powers. Let's lay them out here. Let's go. Oh, expect friendship. Expect a very close, warm friendship. A harmonious friendship. True friendship. Friends who understand you. Sharing. Someone will share something with you. You share something with someone. Something is already approaching. Some good friend. But if someone has goals, then maybe someone who is friendly towards your goals wants to achieve the same goal. Or your goals resemble each other. That is, they resonate with each other. You want to get something. He wants to sell something, let's say. Friendly, not an enemy. That is, he doesn't say, get out of here. I won't sell this to you. I won't give it to you. Not that. Here, there will be a real spirit of sharing. Movement is coming. True friendship is approaching. Understanding is approaching. That is, even if it's about goals. Once again, because it's going this way. You need to achieve something. A person needs something too. I don't know. You need to go somewhere. They sell you exactly that ticket. and exactly at that price. Because that's exactly what the person needs. Right here and right now, that's what is needed. But someone can come here. Some friend can come to you. Subtitles. And share something. This will be important for you. Or you'll go visit a friend.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's open it. What does it give you? It's an achievement. You will accomplish something. There will be some kind of triumph. And you will finally finish something. Look, it opens a new cycle. And it closes one. It expands your opportunities. It expands your knowledge. You can come to an agreement. You can make peace. You can reconcile. You can negotiate, discuss something, and not fall out with each other. On the contrary, you expand your understanding. Yes, the world expands. What you achieve here, what the higher powers have blessed you with. Authenticity, authenticity. B. Authentic, real. B. Tell the truth to yourself and to others. Don't hide. Look here, in this card. It's as if you might feel some kind of shame if you don't want to see someone, if you get tired of people. You are so unique. You're in such a unique phase right now. You don't need that. Everyone is different. Speak the truth about your authenticity, your uniqueness. Then you will receive something unique. The world will give it to you.
Вот что-то для вашей уникальности.
We're all unique. This is a general reading. A lot in a general reading will resonate, but there's always something very personal. Something that will never resonate at all. Not in any general reading. Something so unique. And if you don't talk about it, or if you feel shy about it, or keep it to yourself, then you won't be happy with it. And the world says it's ready to give you something connected to your uniqueness. Only if you're not ashamed of it yourself. If you're not afraid, maybe you're an unusual person. Maybe you have an unusual profession. Or you have an unusual love. Anything can happen in life, and if you don't talk about it. For example, a girl loves a girl. If you don't say it, you'll never have a partner. Or, for example, I like unusual foods. For example, I like to eat cookies with sausage. It's just that hardly anyone does that. Then you'll never get it, and you'll always be suffering. But if you tell them, maybe someday, everyone will be surprised. They'll say, wow, really? And what did you tell me? So just eat it yourself. We honestly don't care.
Да?
And you'll be like, wow, I feel so great. And I can finally do what I want, what I was always shy about. Or, I'm unique. You might have some unique requirements. Well, I don't know. You know, well, they used to be considered very unique. I forgot what it's called. Well, it started in the 1800s in England. This is where I was talking about the girl, about love. And there, it's about living together. Women started fighting for education. Maybe you want to learn something, and maybe to live too. And there, women, the male establishment, wouldn't let them in. Into education. Their husbands forbade it, and women just found a way out. I forgot what that story was called, but many were actually against society. They were strongly opposed. They just lived with other women, but it wasn't about love. It was just living together, so that no one would restrict you. It's easier to pay together. For the bills. And you don't have a husband. You have a female friend, and she's studying somewhere, and they paid very little. Women were paid very little. Let's say she could get an education. Still, she could make her way. Although she was bullied there too. Women were bullied a lot. But she, for example, could become a doctor, or some kind of technician, an expert in some field. But even in those fields, the salary was lower, And so there was only one way out: to live in a community with women. Many were despised. They thought they had a different orientation. You see? But women went for it, and they talked about it, that we are unique in this. And in the end, imagine, many started getting divorced, and men stopped demanding things from women at home so that they wouldn't study, just stay with the kids, and they started paying attention to what the woman actually wants at home. That was the kind of change that happened back then, and women just started talking about their uniqueness, what they want, like going to work, or just getting an education, learning something, not just being with the kids. And men knew this, that a woman can't survive on her own. So she still wouldn't make it. They could just ignore her completely. Whatever she wants. Maybe she wants to buy some perfume, or visit her mom sometime. He didn't care at all. But after that, well, literally just 20 years passed. Men started to allow women to work. I don't need 10 kids at all. Let's have 2. So they started to negotiate. But first, they had to say something about their uniqueness, about themselves. Because in some way, we are always unique, and it doesn't have to be something like that. You understand? I can't know what makes you unique. Maybe you're unique in the fact that people don't accept you. In esotericism, there's some kind of energy here too. You have a very interesting energy. That will bring balance.
А,
Many people, for example, don't accept priestesses, especially when linked to magic. Many countries once burned witches at the stake, but thankfully that's no longer the case. For example, Russia recently considered passing such a law to ban it and make it a criminal offense. But you can't lump everyone together. There are liars and cheaters in every profession. Foremen, for example, deceive people. Doctors, too. Some even kill their clients. A doctor took advantage. He took advantage of weakness and destroyed a person with medication, and the person signed over their apartment to his daughter. It took a very long time to sort it out. It's just that I come from a family of lawyers. Neighbors used to come to us for help a lot. Yeah. Well, that was a long time ago. Yeah. Mom was looking at it. Anything can happen. There can be terrible people in any profession. Tools. They use them differently. Tarot is a tool. Sometimes a tarot reader does good, sometimes harm. But you shouldn't judge everyone the same. That's true in any profession. It's just like saying, all Germans are terrible. No, they are wonderful. I have my own.
мой
Oh my God. Father-in-law. I just called him Dad. I forgot how to say it correctly in Russian. A German. He was always apologizing, for nothing. He didn't start the war. And him, life. He died saving my life. He's my guardian angel. You see? How can I say it? If there was fascism back then, how can I say that not all of them were bad? There are angels among them, really. I had such an angel. I'm grateful to God that he was and still is in my life. That's it. Your uniqueness. Maybe you're unique in some way, too. And the card. In society, you are unique. In society, you can make certain dreams come true. Here, where you are unique, in the family. Unique in some way. You are very different from your family in some way. You are very unique in love. That's what we talked about before. But here is uniqueness. Maybe you have unique feelings that other people in your family don't feel. You understand your loved ones, the people close to you, or maybe someone is unique in their preference for romantic relationships. Family relationships, maybe. But we are all unique. For example, I can't do it for long. It just won't work for me. All the time. In general, we're always traveling. If other people look at our family, they'll say we have a terrible family. You know, we rarely spend time together. But when we do, we're all happy. That's also a kind of uniqueness. And we never keep track of each other at all. No one gets jealous. But someone might say you can't live like that you shouldn't leave for so long. From the family, it's unique. In some ways, we're similar to when people live in different houses. That's not true. We live in different houses because we were born in different countries. Periodically, for almost half a year.
Вот.
But this isn't a long-distance marriage. It's something even more intense. A long-distance marriage. There you go. And you are unique in some way. Blessed with some kind of uniqueness. There are animals sitting here. Maybe you can sense animals from a distance. I don't know. Children from a distance. Right in the Ten of Cups. You only know half of your uniqueness. Only half. You've already been praised and recognized for that half. Society is also where I was born. The Ten of Cups, where I was born on this land. Blessings. Oh, the blessed ones. You were already recognized. Maybe it's recognition. Maybe there's even some kind of calling. You already have it halfway. The Six of Fire. You already are. Well, yes. You also rate yourself highly in this, but you don't know half of it. There. That's your uniqueness. Here, you just need to be genuine. Genuine. What is authenticity? It's being genuine. The original. Not a copy. I don't copy my mom or dad. I don't copy my friend. I don't copy the society I live in. I'm genuine, I'll show you. Your authenticity is so unique. Well, maybe you're a little shy about it. Because it's unique. There isn't much of it. Very little. And sometimes, what is rare on earth? People are like, ew, she's not like everyone else. Ew, that's something weird. But that's not true. He is Jesus Christ. He was the only one like that. He was even killed for it. Witches. They burned them. People just didn't understand them. Maybe, yes. It causes some kind of fear. But it's a kind of blessing. There's something good in you. But witches too. Not all of them were bad. They burned everyone indiscriminately. Some were just midwives. Some were healers. It was rare for someone to cast the evil eye on everyone. I don't know, to put a deadly curse on someone. In general, some kind of uniqueness about you. Will fulfill your wishes. Will bring you some kind of happiness. But here, people always share later. With this wish. They share with others. To ask.
Цветением.
With some kind of blossoming. But blossoming always bears fruit later. You will share something. Later, people will get some kind of results. Through your uniqueness. But at first, in this card, some wish of yours comes true. It's like flowers. That's all. The berries will come later. And you will also share. Sort of. Maybe some ideas. I don't know. Maybe creativity. So that later people can do something themselves. That is, create something. They could do it themselves. Some kind of success. Well, to bring joy. To celebrate something. To open up.
Shell.
To come out of your shell.
Um,
Let this victory enter your life. That's what the card said here. Basically. You, the higher powers will support you in this. Your uniqueness. Someone will understand you. I don't know, basically. Well, uniqueness can be different. My thoughts are already going in all directions here, of course. But it's also an opportunity to think. If you haven't said it, what is it that you want that's so unusual? Something that most people don't want. Yes, the majority. The masses don't want this. But you are different in some way, and you have the right to have it. You see? As long as it doesn't harm anyone else. Look, for example, God said, "You have free will and the right to choose." And if you love yourself, and others, if you know how to love yourself, and others, you can have everything. Loving yourself means not harming yourself and not harming others, as long as it doesn't harm you. Some desires are unique, because someone might want to shoot themselves, right? That's killing yourself. Or maybe someone has a unique desire to rape other people. That's not allowed. That's why higher powers will punish for it. There are higher powers on Earth. A court of law, the police, the executive branch, and karma will come from above too. That's not allowed. Free will? That's what it is. If you love yourself and others, if you don't harm yourself or others, you can have everything. The whole world is open to you. That's your victory. Celebrate. Higher powers support you in this. Thank you for being with me today. Please like and leave comments. It's easy for you, and it will make me very happy. Visit the main page of the channel. There are links to the main page in the info box, or to some additional videos. There's a very large library there, a video library. The channel is already quite old. It's been around for a while. There are a lot of videos there. You can choose and watch whatever you like. And it will make me happy too. Someone visits my library and uses it, watching some old videos from the video library.